Good day, everyone. Today, we will guide you through understanding the results of two important assessments you recently took: the Raven's Standard Progressive Matrices, or SPM, and the Student Stress Inventory, or the SSI. This video is created by the University of Mindanao Guidance Services and Testing Center to help you see what these scores mean for your academic journey and how you can use them to take care of your mental well-being. Let's begin with the first test, the Raven's Standard Progressive Matrices, SPM. We will break down what it measures, how it is designed, and how to read your individual scores. The background of the test. The Raven's SPM is a widely trusted, nonverbal test used to measure general cognitive ability. Because it uses visual patterns instead of text, it evaluates your core mental capacity fairly, without being affected by your language skills or educational background. The SPM focuses on three core areas. First, observation skills, which is your ability to systematically look at and pick up on visual details. Second, clear thinking, which is your capacity to find meaning and logic within complex or unfamiliar situations. And finally, cognitive efficiency, which looks at how accurately you can solve new, unfamiliar problems. The design of the test. The test consists of 60 visual pattern completion matrices divided across 5 sets: A, B, C, D, and E. As you move from set A to set E, the matrices become increasingly complex. They require you to notice, remember, and balance several changing factors, such as shapes, sizes, and orientations, all at once to identify the correct missing piece. Scoring and interpretation. Your SPM results are reported as a percentile, which compares your performance to a large group. If your score is in the 95th percentile, it is classified as superior. This means you have an exceptional ability to think logically and handle highly complex or ambiguous scenarios completely on your own. Scores between the 75th and 90th percentile are above average. This points to a remarkable ability to process complicated situations quickly, learn fast, and work effectively with very little supervision. A score in the 50th percentile is right in the average range. This indicates an adequate, solid ability to learn and make decisions when facing moderately complex situations, operating smoothly under standard supervision. Moving down the scale, scores between the 10th and 25th percentile fall in the below average range. You might occasionally feel overwhelmed or confused when tasks get too complicated or chaotic. However, with clear, structured guidance, you can absolutely perform within normal, functional limits. A score in the 5th percentile is interpreted as low. This indicates that you experience significant difficulty drawing logical conclusions from new data and can easily face cognitive overload. If you are here, you will benefit greatly from close, direct support and structured environments to complete complex tasks efficiently. Important reminder: your SPM score is not permanent. It is not a lifelong measure of your absolute intelligence. It is reflective only of the individual's cognitive capacity at the exact time the test was taken. Now, let's proceed to the interpretation of the second assessment you completed, the Student Stress Inventory, or SSI. The background of the test. The SSI is a brief, structured screening tool specifically designed to look at stress levels in university students. It asks you to rate various statements from 1 to 4 based on how frequently you experience them, ranging from never to always. The inventory evaluates 40 items split evenly across 4 distinct categories. First is the physical scale, which tracks bodily reactions to stress, like headaches or fatigue. Second is interpersonal relationship scale, looking at tension or strain in your social and peer interactions. Third is academic scale, which evaluates pressures tied to your schoolwork, exams, and grades. Fourth is environmental scale, which looks at stress triggered by your physical living conditions or surroundings. Scoring and interpretation. For each individual subscale, your score falls into mild, scores between 10 and 18, moderate, scores between 19 and 29, or severe, scores between 30 and 40. Let's break down exactly what these look like for the first two areas. The physical scale. This measures how your body reacts to stress. If your score is mild, you are experiencing optimum physical health, meaning your body is managing daily demands well and you have low vulnerability to falling sick. A moderate score indicates normal physical health. You might notice occasional stress-induced headaches, muscle tension, or fatigue, showing a moderate vulnerability to sickness. A severe score means you are facing active physical health concerns. Your body is under constant strain, which greatly increases your vulnerability to illness. The interpersonal relationship scale. This looks at how stress impacts your social life and peer connections. A mild score means you possess strong social connectedness and find it easy to get along with the people around you. A moderate score means you're generally good at navigating relationships, though you might experience typical occasional friction or feel a bit disconnected during high-stress weeks. A severe score indicates you are feeling deeply troubled, isolated, or misunderstood in your social circles, suggesting low social connectedness and high interpersonal strain right now. Now let's look at the remaining two scales. The academic scale. This tracks your cognitive load and school-related pressures. A mild score is typically observed in high achievers. It shows you have strong self-motivation and solid time management skills to handle your coursework. A moderate score describes an average achiever. You have a baseline of self-motivation and decent time management, but you might feel the squeeze when exams or major projects pile up. A severe score signals that you are experiencing notable difficulties keeping up with your academic performance, struggling with low self-motivation, and need active support to improve your time management skills. The environmental scale. This evaluates the impact of your physical or living surroundings. A mild score indicates you possess a high level of resiliency and adapt beautifully to new social or physical environments. A moderate score means you adapt reasonably well to changes in your environment, maintaining an average level of resiliency as you adjust. A severe score tells us you are having significant difficulties adapting to your current social or living environment, and your overall level of resiliency is feeling dangerously low. Let's look at your total score, which is simply the sum of all your scores across the four scales we just discussed. A total score between 40 and 80 is mild. This means you have strong, healthy coping skills. Even when school gets hectic, you maintain a positive attitude and adapt well. Your precautionary step? Keep doing exactly what you're doing. Keep looking after yourself, stay healthy, and maintain those good habits. A total score from 81 to 121 is moderate. This tells us you have decent coping skills, but you are stretching them thin. You might feel partially stuck or averagely positive. Your action step here is to pause and take notice of where that stress is coming from so it doesn't build up further. A total score between 122 and 160 is classified as severe. This means you are facing critical levels of stress that are actively making it hard to handle your daily responsibilities, maintain relationships, or adapt to university life. If you are in this range, you are advised to try to minimize personal conflicts and avoid taking on any extra unnecessary responsibilities right now. Additionally, take things one day at a time. Look after your physical health and consciously practice basic stress management techniques. Most importantly, do not carry this weight alone. Reach out and seek help.
Important reminder. In this particular use, the SSI serves exclusively as a screening instrument to measure the frequency of self-reported stress symptoms across specific areas. It does not provide a definitive medical or psychological diagnosis. A severe score simply means you are carrying a very heavy load right now and deserve extra support. It does not automatically mean you have a clinical or mental disorder.
Now, you might be wondering, how do we decide when a student needs a well-being check-in? Let's discuss the recommendation for counseling. Recommendation for counseling. To ensure timely student support, an immediate referral to the respective college guidance counselor or facilitator is recommended if a student meets either or both of the following. 1. An SPM score at the 5th percentile, interpreted as low, and 2. An SSI total score between 122 and 160, interpreted as severe.
If your individual report, IR, states recommended for counseling, please do not worry. It simply means help is ready for you. You are expected to respond to an email or text message from your assigned college guidance counselor very soon to check in on you. You may also visit your respective guidance offices to personally set an appointment or send us a message on our official Facebook account.
Thank you for watching the interpretation of the Raven's standard progressive matrices and the student stress inventory. Let's make your mental health a priority. Help is within your reach. If you have any questions or need to schedule an appointment, please visit or contact the University of Mindanao Guidance Services and Testing Center through the contact details shown in your screen.